The Japanese Summer Festival poster is going to be the first of a series of marketing materials for the Anderson Japanese Gardens. Let's go to D2L and take a look. So here's the poster information. Make sure you do read everything on this. It's going to be very important that you understand the whole premise before you start. Production is not going to be the first thing. It's going to be a lot of research and thinking and planning. So the poster will be 24 by 36, pretty large. And you're going to determine what, when, where, the photos, and different things that's going to go on the poster. The website is provided by a link. And you're going to make sure you go and look at the learning resources too. And most of the information here is going to be key on the Google Slides. So I'm just going to go and make sure everything's understandable on the slides. We're going to go and make this a larger format so you can see it. And the promotional materials. There's going to be a series of 3 different things. Well, 3 series. Poster, postcard, 2 ads, and a trifold brochure. We are going to focus on the poster first. Everything is going to go through a series of layout and design, go through a week of critiques, go through revisions, and then at the final we'll mock everything up. Introduction. Okay, again, the first thing we're going to work with the promotional materials. Again, kind of some repeated information here, but you want to make sure that you are choosing photographs that represent the festival and the target audience. Planning, very, very important to do this. Research the website. Okay, target audience will be adults and children, a family-friendly event. And we're thinking about this, when you're downloading images, you're just really going for the poster right now. But you want to look for a whole lot more imagery because you're going to need it download anyhow on the other marketing pieces. And it's best to just do as much as possible up front rather than having to go backwards. Okay, we've done this on a previous project. You're going to go to a website, click on an image, get it enlarged as much as possible, copy it, place it into a new document in Photoshop, and then make it ready for print. So CMYK color mode, and then going to the image resolution and making sure without the resampling set that you hit resolution of 300. And notice the photograph at 72 is much larger. When it's smaller, it's going to go down here, okay, to a proper size. Now, the poster is huge, so, and you're not receiving high-resolution photographs, so there's going to be some photographs that aren't going to be able to be used at 100% or less, and that's okay for this poster just because of what we're doing and the large dimensions of this file in the first place. The logo. Locate the Anderson Gardens logo on the website as well. I think I did that already. It should be up here. Okay, so I clicked on into Google, typed in a logo. I got this file that popped up here, and look at the resolution. It's phenomenal. So I'm going to do a right click on it, copy it, go to Photoshop. Hopefully it's not here. It's already here. I'll just cancel this one. Make a new file. Oh, close this one. Don't save. There we go. Let's do this better. File new. It's grabbing the information from the clipboard. We'll hit create and paste it in. This thing is 90 some inches big. So let's go take a look at this thing. Let's go to mode and go to CMYK. We do not want to flatten this one though. Okay, that we do not want to flatten. Do not flatten. I'll show you why in a moment. We'll go to image, image size. We don't need 91 inches. We're going to resample this one because we want this resolution to go 300. Oh, no, not yet. I'm sorry. Resolution of 300 should pull it down quite a bit. Hit OK. It's still 22 inches big. Let's go back and try this again. This time we're going to resample because we're going smaller. We want this to be like 8 inches big. That's plenty. Doesn't need to be any much larger than this. We'll hit OK. Now I'm going to put this up in size a little bit so you can see this. Why you do not want it, this one worked out great because if I turn the background off, there's no color behind Anderson Japanese Gardens. If I go ahead and put a new layer in here, and I put a color in here, let me click here, choose a color, and then fill it. There's an option delete for the filling of the foreground, Command delete to fill with the background. Let me go back to the foreground and do this again. Option delete on the Mac. All right, so what's happening is, again, this logo is only showing black. There's no white pixels behind it. So whatever you put on top of in Photoshop or in InDesign, the background will be showing through this logo, which is great. So we do not want this layer. We do not want the background on. We're going to keep that turned off, and we're going to save this. Save it as here, and we're going to make sure it's on my computer. Okay. Garden logo. It's not really the garden. It's the Anderson Japanese Garden logo. Okay. I'm going to leave it as a PSD. I do not have a demo folder. Okay, we'll put a demo folder in here. Demo, create, and save it. So the PSD file will keep this as a, no color in the background. We'll go ahead and close this up, and that's ready to go. And two, if you want this to be white colors, you can save this as, and we're going to go on layer 1. We'll lock the pixels, and we're going to fill it with white. And it's not going to fill the whole square because we've got the pixels locked. Command delete. Now we've got a white logo. You can resave this as AJG logo white, and then this would appear white over background images. So that's kind of cool. All right, that is done. Let's go back to the poster and go to the next things. There we go. We've got the black overlapping the background and the white, same thing. Additional imagery you might want to look for is Japanese textiles and Japanese lettering and calligraphy. Just take time and do a lot of searching the web and searching the website and find out what's going on and what you want to save for possible images. Here's the website. Okay, so this link that I gave you went straight to the festival. So you can kind of scroll through the festival, click on links. Again, right click and copy them to Photoshop. We can close out of here. We can go all kinds of great images in here. You can find images in that area, go through the festival, copy down information about the performances, schedules, dates and times, different things you might want to put into the poster itself. Again, you already determining what information is going to go in here. Some other things you might want to go check out is a photo gallery, and you'll find things on events that you might want to go into, because you're not only going to promote the festival, but you do want to promote the gardens in the first place. But that's really going to be really focused on when we do the brochure, the trifold brochure. So let's see what else we've really got to do here. Production. Okay, I get everything here ready to go. And I do want to go over the column guides, but let's skip down real quick. I do want to show something to you before we get too far here. Samples. At the very last part, we've got the actual marketing series of what we're producing. You've got the poster, you've got a postcard, you've got 2 advertisements, and a trifold brochure. One more thing to go back through, I do want to kind of do this really quick, is setting up column guides and explaining this really quickly. So I've got a sample of how I'm suggesting columns. Number of columns is your choice. I actually used 8. Okay, and this is just to help you organize. It may not always work, and this is just a sample of how you can organize a page using your column guides as somewhat of a grid. But take a look at the final that I did. And here's the grid, and here are the items that aligned with the grid. Not everything's going to align, but a lot of things did. This is centered in between the columns here, and a lot of things are aligned. Again, everything needs to be done for a purpose. Every placement, every size, every font, every color needs a purpose. So keeping that in mind, let's go back to InDesign really quick. And if I turn on the guides, can we see them? If I go to my layers, turn this off really quick, and put the photos on, you can kind of see how things are aligning a little bit with the guides. Not everything. It's like I've got something hidden back here that shouldn't be there. Let's pull that out real quick. That doesn't belong there at all. Okay. The text is on here, and again, I'm working on using layers for this. And there's my background. And if you can see back here, here's a texture, just to add a little something so you don't have a lot of flat color. Changing my view again one more time. Again, does the copy fit? Does it give the right information? Not the right information, but enough information so somebody's looking at a poster, they know exactly what's going to happen. Is this a family-friendly event, or is it just for adults? What kind of things are happening? And you just go to the websites, make your choices, download some stuff, and there you have it.